Welcome back to Hardcore. Yeah, it's been a while. But today we are going to take this old trashy Minecraft village and upgrade it into a place that these long-nosed idiots can enjoy. And then we could exploit them for their resources. I need to find myself a regular Minecraft village. Around me is the village from the first episode of this series, the village where I survived my first ever night in this world. The original plan was to turn this one into an upgraded village, but I can't do that. This is just like the history of this world. I have not attempted a village in many moons. This is what the last attempt looked like. Now you understand why I have not attempted it again. What is that?
Well, this seems like as good a village as any. Right out here, got a nice river running through it. I think I can turn this place into something nice. Hello, sir. I'm your master. Obey. Now I probably have a really hard job to do. I've got to get every single one of these guys somewhere safe so I can take down these buildings. It's going to be hard because these are defiant little buggers.
Anyway, if you're enjoying today's video, please consider subscribing because only a small percentage of my viewers are actually subscribed. Also, if you subscribe, that means you're cool.
The best way to transport them, I believe, will be by minecart. Well, we'll leave that there and see if the dude just jumps in. There's no escape getting the minecart. That was scary. He's fine. There's no beds, no food, and you're probably gonna starve to death. Enjoy your stay. Right, in. Mate! What are you doing? Trust me, it'll be worth it in the end when you have a full town, which actually looks good and it's not bland. Anyway, get acquainted, make some friends. Social club in here. 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Nice and bright, and they've got a place to sleep while I renovate their houses. Okay, well that's step 1 done of this build. Now it's on to step 2. Oh, it's a baby duck!
Your head is way too big. No more distractions by demon big-headed dogs. Moving on to step 2,
Which is just pretty much laying the foundation and the layout
of what I'm gonna build in this village, you know, just fields, houses, buildings, that sort of thing. And I've arranged it in this chest like a pride flag. Keeping it on theme this month. And I definitely didn't go thousands of blocks and find a load of cool stuff. Just getting the different colours of dye that I needed.
I'm gonna go play in the snow. Whee! What the hell? It's world terrain gone mad! I am very stupid when it comes to remembering things, so I've set myself up a little key here, just to let me know which block is for which place and thing. For brown it is small house, purple medium house, yellow crops, green store building, market, you know, like town hall or something like that. This is for the main path, this is for your alleys, stuff like that. Bigger house, and this is for the outer wall. Now I'm not sure if I'm actually going to make an outer wall because looking at this place, I don't think it will look as nice with a wall like covering up all that land just across there. Well, it's a good thing the villagers are hidden away because I'm going to have to Thanos finger snap their village away so the building can start. But all the houses have just puffed out of existence. Now the houses are gone, I have laid this path out. This is the rough outline of where the pavements are going. I'm ready to start plotting out the buildings and where they will go.
Firstly, I'm going to start off by making the layout for all these large houses out of the blue concrete powder. I'm going to make quite a few blocks of these large houses by the entrance. I'm also starting the layout with the purple concrete, which is for the medium houses around this area.
This is the basic design and layout of what this village will be. Get a rough idea of what it will look like in the end. And if we follow the path this way, it takes you to what will be a crop field. And if we continue following this layout of the path around here, it takes us to what will be a windmill. This will be a church or a city hall. A little bit more crops. And here's just a couple smaller houses for the poor peasants. Medium, path. And now here, in the middle of it, the party of the town, is going to be where all the shops, stalls, and every place that wants to rip you off will be. This is going to be an absolutely huge store. I'm not sure if I'm going to split it into a couple of different buildings. I think I might. One there, one there, one there. Just a couple of buildings around here, just different shops. Another home there. I'm thinking here in the middle I'll set up a few market stalls which will just fit in better with this environment. Right, well with this place planned out, I just need to get all the millions and millions of blocks I need. Lucky for me, since my brain is abnormally small, I'm just going to be using stone and wood. Brilliant! I've got a lot of wood. I hope to never say that sentence again. Finally, it's time to build my village and get these guys some nice houses which they deserve. Well, I mean, I say that, but I'm a shit builder. Well, I might know not much about building. I know that depth in a build is good. That's got depth. Build up the cobblestone walls. And how's it look from the outside now? It's going to be a big window here. This one's boring, it's just like a little cupboard. But I thought it'd be nice to have a smaller building for a poor person. There we go, that's the basic layout and shape of all these different houses. And it does need a bit of detailing, because that's just boring. I'm going to make the roofs a few different sizes, because as you can see, these houses are a little bit taller than these ones. Just one block. Shouldn't be too hard to make the different roof sizes. Going to make the roof out of some deep slate as well as some cobblestone. Just medieval looking. Okay, very nice. A bell roof. Beautiful. And for this one, smaller roof on here. These houses are pretty much done, but they really do need quite a bit of detailing. Pretty easy way to detail these is by putting a barrel on it. I think it needs more wood, or more of anything else really. Need some 1.20 in this build, so I think them saplings will do. Maybe adding some mossy cobblestone will add a nice texture. Just a few little bits throughout the walls. There, and we can add some little slabs as well, make it look a little bit chipped. Looks nice. And then we'll add the windows in, and that's this building done. I mean, I don't really think there's much else I can add to it, because it's supposed to be small for a poor person. So, I think that's kind of all I'm really going to get out of it. Of course, I'll add some wood on the floor. How about that? Don't want too much wood, but I don't know if that's too much, too little, or if it's even good. And for this house, we'll kind of do a little bit of the same stuff. I think stripped oak looks good there. Right on the corners. Yeah, then there'll be a second door there, and that'll be fine. Needs a bit of light. Need lanterns for that. Lanterns just look awesome for these sort of builds. There, going for a little bit of a different approach on this one. I quite like it. Just need some windows. And then probably the same sort of thing here. No, the window's too big for that. That looks weird. Not really much else I can add to that. It wouldn't look really good. Maybe I'll add some log down here instead. And place that there, that's fine. Looks better. Nice. Got some lanterns, can get this place shining. Couple there. Perfect. Nice and lit up. I'm going to be moving on to the interiors near the end of the video, because I just want to get on with the exterior of all these houses first. And the lanterns will go here on the sides. That's fine. Bit minimalist, but that'll be okay. Beautiful. Then add some lanterns on here when I get some more. And that is this little block of houses done. Except, of course, the missing windows. And the inside is absolutely empty. But who needs possessions? Oh, and there's a great big gaping hole in the house. That's gonna leave a draft. So for these little houses, these ones which are the brown stained concrete, they're just really gonna have one floor. I might add like an attic maybe, but it's basically just gonna mainly be one floor. For purple, it's going to be 2, and then for blue, it'll probably just be 3 or maybe 2 again, just depending on the size of the different build. Probably a bit of variation in that. That's a good start. I think some villagers will be happy living there. It's a bit different on this one because some of the levels are a bit lower, so I've just extended the cobblestone down as the foundation of the house. I was going to kind of follow the same principle as that. But I don't think I'll have as much chance for the dimension because it kind of interferes with my road. Fantastic. That'll kind of work. A bit of weird design. Don't like how it's not symmetrical, but it'll be okay. Some wood on there. Add that there. And a nice little window. Nice little lantern there. Keeps the street lit up. I think that'll be fine for the house just as a little hut. And there'll be a window here on the side with the door here. There we go. Another window there. Then out here at the back. A lantern in the middle. These houses are just pretty minimalist, but that's fine. So it's not exactly interfering with the walkway. There. We'll keep it at that. Do I have a door? I do not own a single door. We've got a big roof spanning across the 3 houses I have here. We've only got a few more little houses left to do. We have 4 here. Now we have this nice little hut. I think I'm going to switch up the palette a bit with this. It's not just going to be stone and wood. I think I'll add some terracotta onto it. Add some birch here. How about just terracotta instead of adding the birch wood? I think I won't have it all the same as that. Maybe just this second one as well. Partly because, you know, I've only got 17, 16, 15, 14 more. This house is tiny. And across the top we'll do the log again. Then on the roof it's just going to be all attached. Can't have a lip though, because that'll be... Could I? We'll give it a go, but if the lip looks bad, then we can't have it. Will that be a problem? I think I could swing it. Yeah, I mean, it'll just do. We'll just leave it at that. We'll add a roof on top. Yeah, because it can be like a little bit of a shaded alley. That'll be okay. We'll just do a slab roof to make it a bit smaller. And just some detailing on the outside. Now the big problem I'm having at the moment is lighting. So that's why I'm just messing around with lanterns so far. Not really much flowers or any sort of other decorations. Because what's the point of making this entire thing if the villagers are not safe and they'll just end up turning into zombies in the first 5 seconds. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. I forgot about this little house here, which I need to make still. So that's the last of the small houses. I'm going to stand here and see if it gets built. That's this little house done here. It's just small for a peasant. And it's even got a door. What more does a villager want in a home? And I've been playing around with this one. I've made the second floor a little bit more outy. And I think I'm going to add some white concrete because it's just better than having wood everywhere. Not sure how I feel about that corner. Just doesn't sit right with me. What do I think of that? Yeah, got a bit more depth. I can fit a window in there. Have a little ledge of plants. Could look really nice. It'll work as a layout, but for the roof I don't think I'm going to do it as big. I think I'll make it quite small and not as extravagant because the rest of the house is quite big already. Yeah. I think that works. You guys can tell me in the comments whether it works or not, because I'm not sure. Well, I need to design this house a bit more because it looks really bland. And I don't know why I'm using stairs to get up to it, so don't ask. About slabs. I'm liking slabs. There we go. Maybe stair on the bottom. And some trap doors on the sides. Maybe one big open window to look out on the street. Maybe some cobblestone slabs here. And put some slabbage up here. And I'll have to light this up to keep the mobs away. Well, that's another build complete in this place. It looks really medieval and I think it fits in really well with this atmosphere. Okay, well I'm going to move on to these two now. But these will be a bit hard because this one's fucking huge. That's just the foundation as well. That roof is looking nice. Of course, when it turns into a turquoisey colour, that'll be a bit better, I think. But it looks nice as the orange, bright, shiny roof it is. And I like this little design on the door. You know, the person owning this house is going to be some rich bitch because the roof is literally made of copper.
The nice flower here. A lantern. But it's nice and lit up. You can screw off now. I think I'll leave this house with a small attic.
I think the lighting always brings a build together at the end. The lighting just makes it pop. Now that we're moving on to this one, I think that it's best that I change up the palette a bit more because literally every single house here has at least some variation of cobblestone on the first floor. For this building, I think I'm going to do a mix of granite and brick. I think the second floor colours go well, but I'm not too keen on having it there as the stairs because I just don't think it really fits in well. It just kind of looks like one thing and that's supposed to be a divider between the two floors, so I'm going to try it with wood and see if that makes a bit of a difference. Yeah, I think that works. And to top it off, we're going to do a simple stone and wood roof. And then up here we'll have some big open windows. We'll iron out the small details when we move on to the interior. I'm not sure how I feel about them little windowsills. This house is mainly going to be wood, you know, just to make a bit of a difference. Yeah, I like that. And we'll use stone to extrude the second floor a little bit. And we'll use some stripped log again. No, get in the water, I'll save you. I saved a squid. I'm a good person. I am really starting to fall in love with this roofing style, where it rounds up at the top. It looks awesome. The wood really made a difference, which I like. I think I'll do the same on this house, which I'm going to make here. Well, on this house, I don't think it would be really good having two fully wooden houses opposite each other. So for the first floor, it is going to be like this, fully wooden. And for the second floor, I'm going to do stone. I don't think it would be smart having a window there because you'd literally be looking into this house like a nonce, so I don't think we'd want that happening. And then we'll just fill the rest in with stone. Hole here because there's gonna be a building there and that'll match into that slot. This roof worked out perfectly. It matches up exactly with the house that I just finished. So I just decided to connect them together and it forms this really cool roof. We just have one more house and that'll do it for the medium-sized houses, and that is up here with about 5 miles of foundation underneath it. Oh no, there's 2 more. 3. I've still got 4 medium houses to do and I don't want to do them, so I'm going to call the wizard. So, Allah kablam. Whoa! Shit, how'd you get here? Wizards are real. I've used a bit of white concrete, a bit of the granite and brick mixture, and more concrete. Concrete's my favourite, if you can't tell already. Ooh, but this concrete, I'm very smart with this. I have combined it with diorite. So this is not pigeon shit on my wall, it is diorite. For these bigger houses, I've came up with a different sort of plan for it. It's going to be a bit bigger and has a bit of size variation in it. Like this house is a bit smaller. These ones are quite a bit bigger. I just don't want them all to be the same size. That would suck. For this house, it'll be diorite because it looks sick. And I'm going to place in the window designs that I like. I think that's about this done, but I do think it'll be best doing the roof last since there's like 5 houses intertwined into this one area. Now I'm going to do some granite and bricks on this massive house. And we'll make this one from white concrete. This big main house, which is literally right in the middle of the city, and it's huge. I've decided to go a little bit different. Instead of using wood like I have for literally every other building in this town, I've added some deep slate right here where the plinths will be in the middle. Kind of like how there's wood literally everywhere. So I thought that would be good with a mixture of white concrete and diorite. So I like the contrast of the black deep slate and the different white colours. Kinda works. And for the interior of all these houses, we'll have all these different colours intertwining into the different buildings, so it's kind of awkward trying to hide them and keep it all the same colour as the house is supposed to be. Finally, it's time to do the roof. I decided for the roof to do copper and deep slate because it does work well together. I need to light these houses up. I got an infestation of mobs. So far, to make a difference, all I have really done is made out of stone brick instead of my usual cobblestone. So here the first floor a bit smaller, but I've added a massive attic, which is just about the same size as the first floor. So you're getting 2 rooms in this house. Really good. And a tiny staircase in the middle. And around the outside I have some plants and vegetation, as well as some wide open windows and some bastard shooting at me. And massive wide open windows and a bunch more plants. A nice little home. I'd live there. And we're next moving on to this massive plot of houses over here. Here for this house I'm using a mix of diorite and polished diorite. What the hell are you doing on my roof? A weird looking bird, isn't it? I was a bit sceptical at first, thinking that this would be a bit too much diorite for the first and the second floor, but it goes well with the stone and the wood, so I think I will keep that. Well, that's this house done. I've had quite a few little details. I really like the design on the windows, just the stairs. Makes it look so much better. And these are really good as well. That's basically this house done, except I need to add some trapdoors here because I'm stupid and forgot. And I felt it was important to get quite a bit of light down here, so that's why I've got these, because I am sick of creepers dropping on my head.
You know the drill.
I'm not sure if it'll be a good idea, but I'm going to try this light grey terracotta and see if that would look as good on the second floor. And it was definitely worth trying out. That works really well. That red colour with the wood and the stone just works. For this house, and this house, I have made the base completely out of brick. As you can tell, that is probably my favourite palette I can add in one of these builds. And for the second floor, we are going to be doing diorite. Beautiful. And beautiful, albeit a little bit cramped. Where the bloody hell has Sans gone? I had him tied to this pole. I hope he turns up. He was a cool dude. Decided to go all out for these 2 conjoined houses and their roof. It's an absolutely massive deep slate and copper. And that's the other 2 roofs done, so that means 2 more houses in this place complete. Finally, we have finished every house in this place. We're quite close to finishing, actually. Christ, it's taken me a month to do all this, so I think it would be smart now to say sorry for it being so long. So, sorry about that. We're going to move on to the shops, and then we can do the path and the interior of the houses. I've done an outline of all the different shops that are gonna be here. Mainly they're gonna only have 1 floor, but I've decided to give this one 2 floor for a different sort of look. And to start with, I think we're gonna do this one, because this will be a blacksmith. That seems like a house a blacksmith could enjoy. I just need to set up his actual blacksmithing area. I've even got a little door here in case he doesn't want to go around. That roof kind of fits in with it. There we have the chimney finish. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'll take this corner part off. Stone. Some cobblestone on top. And that'll be our furnace where we cook all of our metals and stuff. Got an entire little workbench here. Got a nice chest with nothing in it. And a blast furnace, which completely annihilates the purpose of having an actual smelter here. We're going to move on to these 2 buildings here, but they're not going to be as fancy as that because they're just 1-floored, like, general shops. We're going to do this one out of cobblestone. And we'll do this one out of wood. For this smaller block of shops, I'm just going to do them all out of stone. It looks very stony. 4 more builds in this place, then that's it done.
We'll move on to this fishing hut next because it's quite a bit smaller than the library, the church and the windmill that will be up there.
That is this building done, but I need to set up a little dock outside. Brilliant. And have a little chair at the end.
I think for the library I'll make it on a 2nd or 3rd level.
We'll do a few layers up and then that'll be where the door is. Here is my place of learning, which I'm never going to use. Got no books in it yet. I've changed up the layout of the church. It is just a bit longer. I'm going to change the doorway to about here. And then we're just going to build the walls up out of cobblestone and stone. Changed up the tower a small bit, giving it a bit more depth and indented it a bit more. Just to make it look a bit 3D. And I have made the roof. So it's a cool little church. I'm thinking of adding a graveyard here. Anyway, that is the end of the church saga. It is time to move on to the windmill. I'm thinking of shrinking this a small bit. It is quite large for a windmill. It does seem a bit tall because it's going to have like 3 layers.
I think we'll make this room about that height. Build up a couple more blocks. There.
And break my legs.
It's taken me about 10 years of playing Minecraft to actually finish a bloody windmill. I've got 5 holes to actually plant a ton of seeds down here. We have a massive wheat field which will feed bread to this village forever. But it's pretty unprotected and I'm sick of all the mobs literally tramping every one of these. So I'm going to make a little wall around it. Not too big, but enough for a mob not to get over. Completely mob proof and all lit up. And I can't even get in through here. Unless of course there's a baby zombie. I'm going to show you guys it from a distance. Beautiful. Not a mob in sight.
For my path, I'm going to be using cobblestone, coarse dirt, whatever the hell you call this. We've got the entire floor changed and I love it. We are moving on to the little market stalls which I'll be spreading around this area mainly. Okay, well it's just going to be that same design on every other one of these stalls. So, bunch of little farmer market stalls now set up. Each selling their own thing. You can get some carrots from here, a couple apples, some potatoes if you're feeling Irish, beet, brown butter, or a turd shop, I don't know. We're in the home stretch. We are moving on to the building's interiors. So for these small houses, it's not going to have much on the inside. Couple furnaces, cook your meals. Of course, you're going to need a place to sleep. Use that to cook yourself some soup or something. I'd be okay living here. And that's all you're really going to expect from these small houses. I'm not going to make these little ones look too posh and expensive and cool because, you know, these houses are for peasants. All people don't deserve good things. I really like the design of this room. I got like a little lampshade up here, with desks, a bed, wardrobe. Really good. That's my favourite one of the small houses I've done. I'm excited. I'm moving on to the medium-sized houses. It's going to be bigger, 2 floors. Down here I'm thinking there'll probably be a kitchen, dining room, sort of thing. Then 2nd floor probably mainly a bedroom. There's a nice little dining room table. And we'll set up the kitchen here. Stick a large double bed up here. That'll do. I only really need the beds. And we'll kind of copy the same thing into this house. Fine, slip in here, have a nice sleep. Okay, all the interior of the houses are done. And now I'm moving on to the stores, which I really have 0 idea how to do this. All I really need is that, and then I'll add the workstation certain villages need. Let's get a smithing table for this one. So we'll put a fletching table in here, whatever the hell that does. So that'll turn them into blast furnace guy. Put a smithing table in this one. What I'm mainly going to need is books, because that's what I mainly use villages for. So
I'm going to put a few lecterns in here to give him a few different jobs. And I'm going to stack this place full of books. That is the library set up. I've got a few rows of books, a few seats in here. And I can get some good books. Hopefully it's at least mending when I bring them over. Speaking of bringing them over, they're ready to come back. I think, well, I hope they're going to like this place. Otherwise, I'll just throw them in the sea. Way, we're back. Someone's already got a job. What are you? Sort of fisherman? Oh, the dude knocked out. Oh, they're all here. What do you think of this place, sir? I made you all a bunch of houses, and you've got new fancy jobs. I don't even get a thanks. Oh, yeah, I need to destroy their beds, otherwise they're going to go all the way over there. So this will just be a cage for you. My name's George now. I'm going to sleep so these guys don't die. Well, that's going to be the end of today's video. I have really enjoyed building this place. And I'm going to end it right here, behind my favourite part of this entire build, the windmill. I'm hoping to get back to my regular upload schedule after this, because this has been a long one. Hopefully it won't happen again in like over a month. But I'm going to leave this video here. If you enjoyed and want to see more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe, and I'm definitely going to try and be more constant with my uploads. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.